We're just waiting for a few people to come and then we'll start the live. We're just waiting for a few people to come and then we'll start the webinar session. All right. Thanks for joining everyone. And today is the end of our webinar session that we had from Tuesday. And today we have Mrs. Khushi Pathak, who is going to talk about low waste lifestyle and minimalism. Mrs. Khushi is the founder of the Mindful Abundance, an engineer turned personal development trainer and coach, a millennial mom, and an eco minimalist. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so I think we can start with the questions now. So, according to you, how exactly would you define minimalism?
Definitely. So, in a nutshell, if we want to talk about minimalism, it basically means living a simple and a happy and a joyous life. Now, on the surface, it sounds very simple, but actually, the core idea behind minimalism is to not have clutter in your life. मतलब बहुत बार we have things in our life which are toxic to us, right? Be it physical clutter, emotional clutter, toxic relationship, or be it clutter in our mind, be it clutter in our, in our things, emotions, and which causes stress and anxiety in our life. So minimalism is about decluttering your entire life from physical to emotional to financial in all aspects of life. और इससे क्या होता है कि when you follow minimalism, you end up having more time for yourself. You end up having more, luxury of spending your finances on things that you like and love doing, and it just gives you a more sense of being, grounded. That's the whole idea behind minimalism.
All right. So, what made you take this decision into converting into, conscious minimalist? Like, what was your inspiration behind it? What was that moment when you thought, no, I need to promote this?
Yeah, okay. So actually, I have been a conscious consumer ever since childhood. Like, ghar pe whenever maid would, like, ever since I was in sixth, seventh grade, they would wash utensils and leave the tap water running. So I would go run to them and tell them, ki, please, off kar do. And if I would go to buy stationery, I would ask them not to give plastic and things like that. So I was consciously doing these small things, but definitely it was not on a greater level. Ki I would not really think about buying a packet of Lays, or maybe buying Coke or bottled water. But then when actually I had my baby, it was a drastic change, because बच्चा बेबी होने के बाद क्या होता है, घर में इतना ज्यादा क्लटर दिख रहा था मुझे,
Exactly.
like because space उतनी थी, physical space was only so much, and then baby की चीजें add up, and a lot of other things add up, and then you just realize the amount of diaper, the amount of plastic comes into the house. And it hit me when I thought, what is the kind of environment in which my baby will grow up, like the global conditions. And we give so many things to our children ever since they are young, but we forget that what kind of world will they be growing up in. So that's
Right.
when the major realization happened, and I completely transformed. Like in 2000, I would say, yeah, 19, last year, from Jan or so, I've been following with it very strictly. Earlier I was a bit lenient towards it, but yeah, that's when it really hit me.
Wow, that's nice. And also, like, can you share some myths around minimalism and that term, like few things that you know?
Yeah, definitely. Sure. So basically, actually, जब आप minimalism के बारे में बात करते हो, तो क्या होता है, people end up thinking कि minimalism means you have to live in one room apartment. क्योंकि आप ऐसे in general कहीं देखो, like पढ़ो articles. Now it's only now that people have started talking about myths. Very few. So you have to live with one, BHK apartment. You don't have to own a car. You don't have to own, more than 5 pair of clothes. Or maybe if you're one person, you just have to have one plate, one glass, and one bowl. But that's not truly what it is about. It's about every aspect of life, right? Just have things which bring joy into your life. If there is a necessity of a particular thing, it's absolutely okay to have it. For example, if there's a mom or a family of 5, right? So, and they don't go on world tours that often or something like that. They don't like traveling. They like staying in home. So for them, a 3 BHK house where they have a cozy life, and with not clutter but minimal furniture and everything, makes sense, and it's their minimalism according to them. But if for someone who is a world traveler, obviously for that person, one room apartment is more than enough, because mostly that person will be traveling around the globe. So basically, minimalism ka definition and adaptation of lifestyle can change from person to person. It's not very rigid कि अगर आप minimalist हो, तो you are not allowed to have more than 3 pairs of clothes, and you're not allowed to live in a 3 BHK apartment, or things like that. And a lot of people think ki it's it's not for people who are rich, or it's not for people who live a certain lifestyle. No, it is a very conscious lifestyle. You have to choose, right? Like, it's all about how much you're consuming. Also,
Yeah,
it's not about
it's more
yeah,
on the
please.
side that what they need, like instead of
Yeah,
what they want.
exactly. Yeah, exactly, that's the main thing. And more than that, like, what the thing is ki people think ki minimalist, agar aap minimalist ho, to you're not allowed to wear bright colors. It's only about grays and whites and pastels and things like that. No, adaptation can be different, but the ideology remains the same. A certain person may have different needs from a different kind of family, and different kind of people are there all around the world. So yeah, it can differ from people to people, but the basic concept is कि आप अपने life में clutter कम करो. Like, अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा parties throw करते हो, तो it would make sense to have a 12 dinner plate set, right? Because people will not eat in a paper plate each time. That is again adding to the environment कि आप paper waste कर रहे हो. But अगर आप if you are a couple and you don't really entertain that many people, then it makes sense to have 3-4 plates. So it's just understanding of the concept, what suits you, and basically not going lavish in things that don't add value to your life. So that's the whole thing.
All right. And I know you have a YouTube channel where you talk about a lot
Yeah.
of things, like a lot of topics. And I have seen you promote low waste lifestyle more than zero waste lifestyle. So, what exactly is the idea behind it?
Yeah. So when I got into actually zero waste and low waste lifestyle, I felt
Hmm.
really overwhelmed. क्योंकि अब जहाँ भी देखो, there are people who show कि they have collected 5 years of, you know, garbage in a trash can, in a small glass jar, or maybe 3 years of garbage, or they don't use this, they sleep on floor, they don't do a lot of things. So it
Yeah.
was very overwhelming for me, and I almost gave up. But then I realized that it's my own journey, and it's, you know, agar suppose life world mein 10,000 people are going completely zero waste, and compared to that, if suppose 5 crore people are going low waste, so which will create greater impact? If a lot of people go low waste and choose small things, you know, over completely being rigid about going zero waste, it will
Hmm.
create a greater impact. क्योंकि
Yeah.
honestly zero waste अभी इंडिया में there's not a lot of awareness, although अब बहुत सारे लोग are following this kind of lifestyle. I'm so happy about it. But like when it comes to shops, या when it comes to products being available, तो it's perfectly okay. आप low waste एक start तो करो, just take a step, you know, just a
Hmm.
simple step of denying a sugar packet when you go to CCD or Starbucks, or a simple step of not using straw, or maybe taking your own dabbas when you go to restaurant to take the, you know, leftover
Hmm.
food. Those are the small steps where I started, and from there I've come a long way. बहुत सारे लोग ये सोचते हैं कि लाइक अगर यू नो जीरो वेस्ट शॉप से शॉपिंग कर रहे हैं तो ही विल बी नोन एज जीरो वेस्ट एनवायरमेंटलिस्ट या समथिंग लाइक दैट.
Hmm.
बट ऑनेस्टली व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड, आप स्टार बाजार या कहीं भी जाओ, आप अपने क्लॉथ बैग्स लेके जाओ, इवन देन दे विल बी हैप्पी टू गिव यू इन दैट. यू जस्ट हैव टू कम्युनिकेट. वहां पे एनीवेज दे स्टॉप प्लास्टिक नाउ, आई थिंक दे यूज पेपर बैग्स, बट अब वो भी अगर आपको
Yeah.
अवॉइड करना है, यू कैन टेक योर ओन बैग्स, राइट? और छोटे छोटे डिसीजंस विच वी मेक ऑन डे टू डे बेसिस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब जैसे मेरे यहाँ मिल्क आता है, वी डोंट कंज्यूम दैट मच, बट बेबी है तो उसके लिए चीजें लानी ही है, तो उसको
Yeah.
मिल्क देना है. तो वो मिल्क का पैकेट जो होता है, आई वॉश इट एंड आई थ्रो इट अवे. उससे क्या होता है, इट विल गेट रिसाइकल्ड प्रॉपरली. कर्ड का पैकेट आप यूज कर रहे हो, या कोई चीज जो प्लास्टिक में है ना, आप उसे अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते इमीडिएटली, तो एटलीस्ट वॉश इट एंड यू नो थ्रो इट इन द डस्टबिन. इट हार्डली टेक्स 10 or 15 seconds एक्स्ट्रा. तो दैट्स वेयर आई थॉट कि अगर इफ आई promote zero waste, या if I live that kind of lifestyle, it will be very overwhelming and I might quit sooner than I started. So it's always better to start in small steps and see how you can go
Hmm.
further from there. And छोटे steps, agar billions of people follow, I think it will create a much greater impact. That is why I personally, believe more in low waste lifestyle than completely zero waste lifestyle.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good point, because like if people might get demotivated if they start with the
Yeah.
movement of zero waste lifestyle, and
Yeah.
uski jagah if you start with the low waste, it's more like you are initially doing your bit to promote this and all of that. So I think, yeah, that's a good thing to aspect to think about. So yeah.
और एक्चुअली इंडिया में क्या है ना, वी आर जॉइंट फैमिलीज मोस्टली, राइट? तो अगर
Mhm.
यू थिंक कि यू हैव टू गो जीरो वेस्ट, तो हमारे ऊपर वो प्रेशर आता है कि अरे हमारे मॉम डैड तो नहीं है, एंड यू गेट एंजाइटी, राइट? कि माई हस्बैंड इज नॉट फॉलोइंग, माई पेरेंट्स आर नॉट फॉलोइंग, एंड आई एम द ओनली वन टू फॉलो जीरो वेस्ट. नो वन इज लिसनिंग टू मी. व्हाई आर दे नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ? ट्रस्ट मी, अब कोई 50-60 years का ओल्ड पेरेंट्स हैं हमारे, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड चेंज देयर हैबिट्स इंस्टेंटली. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम हमारे यंगर जनरेशन को समझाएं एंड उनको धीरे धीरे वी ट्रेन देम to be conscious consumers. That's
Yeah,
what I'm doing with my own baby. So that's where it's very important that we don't take the pressure of living a life certain way,
yeah.
and we get panicked and we just leave it all together. So that's very important.
I would really love to see your son grow.
I hope he grows to be a sweetheart.
All right. So, since it's a pandemic that is going on right now, so how do you think how hard it is to live this kind of a lifestyle? Like, are you able to manage to live a low waste living right now, or is it really tough? How is it going?
Mhm. Well, basically, it's not really easy. क्योंकि देर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स जो मैं बाहर जाके कर लेती थी टू परचेज वेजिटेबल्स एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट ऑन डेली बेसिस या once in 3 days. अभी क्या है, सिंस अगर इफ इट वाज जस्ट मी एंड माय हस्बैंड, वी वुड हैव स्टिल टेकन दैट इनिशिएटिव कि बाहर जाकर ले आते हैं एंड विल बोथ गेट क्लीन्ड एंड एवरीथिंग. बट विद द बेबी वी कांट रियली टेक रिस्क. So I made my peace with it around April or May, or we do order things, and yeah, a lot of plastic is coming in. But then a lot of plastic is also getting avoided, I feel, because there's no takeaways and there's no random cravings for bahar ka khana, or maybe even though I had reduced it a lot, but still kabhi na kabhi to ho hi jata hai. And there are a lot of things where it is reduced, but definitely what I try to do is I separate my wet waste and dry waste very properly. And jo plastics hote hain, there are many waste management companies which which you can send it to. तो वो जो plastic होता है, they make sure कि वो properly recycle हो रहा है. This is something you can do. Like Bangalore में, Delhi में, there are a lot of services across India. So that is one thing which you can do. And over that, another thing that you need to realize is you can always make up for it, and you don't have to be very stressed about it. It's okay, because the world is going through a very difficult phase, and we have to understand the importance of what we are going through. So it's okay if you're not able to follow certain things in life right now. And I have just made my peace kind of with it. But yeah, let's see how that goes.
Yeah, but I think actually segregation is important. Like if you can't, reuse it, or if you have to buy it for some reason, I think segregation is the best solution towards it. Instead of mixing waste, it's better that segregate it and you give it to a right department, so that you're not doing harm to the environment in general.
Definitely, so, definitely.
Yeah. So, okay, now I know you are a parent, and as a new parent, do you have any tips for parents? Because it can be hard to minimize waste with a growing baby all along. Yeah.
Definitely. So, as a new mom, basically, I try to follow both minimalism and a low waste lifestyle. So that's how I try to bring up my baby and the entire, thing around how we set up things. So what my tip would be, first start with cloth diapers. Like I have been using cloth diapers for Varu from the time he was 2 months old. अब अगर देखो आप, इन जनरल एक जो हमारा प्लास्टिक डायपर होता है, इट रिमेन्स इनटू एनवायरनमेंट फॉर over 450-500 years. Also, it's not doing really any good to the environment, na your bank balance, because on average a child uses around 5,000 to 6,000 diapers until the child is toilet trained. Okay, and imagine each diaper living on for 500 years. And per diaper, the cost will be somewhere around 10 to 15 rupees. So it costs maybe around, I did the calculation long back, like 50,000 to 60,000 rupees, somewhere like that. And a cloth diaper would cost you somewhere around 8 to 12,000 for 8 to 15 diapers. It will cost you 8 to 10,000, 12,000 rupees, and that is reusable. Good for the environment, good for your finances, good for you in general, and good for the baby also. Like there are a lot less diaper rashes and everything. So that is one thing you can use. Now for massaging, the oil that I initially that I used was a plastic packaging. I did not know back then, but then the same I use a extra virgin coconut oil, which comes in glass jars as well. So you just need to find out the options, right? There are a lot of options available these days, so those things you can minimize. And again, like skincare products, when it comes to, I struggle because babies ki skin ke liye it's very difficult to try out anything at home. Ab jaise we make our own soaps at home. From November last year, I've never really purchased a bar of soap. I make my own phenyl. So these things I do, but I can't do that for baby, right? So uske liye soap I have to purchase. So kuch cheezein hain where I don't mind, it's okay, because I can't deprive him also. I have to just raise him to be a more conscious consumer. And the other thing which you could do is you could make your own homemade wipes, right? Baby wipes. I even have video on my channel regarding this. A lot of people don't know it's made up of plastic. There's a lot of plastic involved in the baby wipes as well, and they again live on for, yeah, it's there. So that again lives on for like 50 to 100 years, whereas you can use normal cloth wipes, which are very easy to make, at home. So we have been doing that. So all of that waste has reduced. And when it comes to toys and everything, so you can go for wooden toys. They are really good for the environment, for your baby. No, plastic, no BP something, they call something that is present in plastic. I'm forgetting the name, but yeah, none of those toxic chemicals will go into your baby's mouth,
Yeah,
and it is safer for him also. And when it comes to minimalism with the baby, I don't really buy him a lot of stuff. Like in last, I think last plastic toy or whatever toys we bought him, which was when he was 6 months old. Now he's 20 months old, and I've bought him two toys in the last 1.5 year, and those were both wooden toys. Because anyways before that, like, a lot of people had gifted when he was born and all, right? So we had toys. I do toy rotation. That is another thing which you can do, like keep toys and separated in baskets, and give it to your baby based on rotation, because they forget easily and quickly and they'll learn to play with different toys each time. And my baby loves to play with my kitchen utensils. So basically he sees me cooking and he'll take the cooker and the kadhai and he starts playing. So it's perfectly all right. Like, they explore on their own. You don't
yeah,
necessarily have to give so many toys. At the same time, you don't have to deprive them also. I'm not saying in future I'll not buy any plastic toy. I might have to buy, but I will try to make him understand what will be the consequence of the plastic, and slowly make him understand to maybe discard it properly in a more better way. Yeah, so these are the few things which new parents can try, which I personally do. And I don't buy a lot of clothes and things like that, which have helped me. I hope it will help a lot of new parents out there as well.
okay, all right. So I think we can take up a few audience questions now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Akshada Rawat is asking how, as a youth, we can contribute towards minimalism lifestyle. According to you, what are the best practices of minimalism?
Definitely. So, as a youth, and like, I'm myself a 90s kid, so I know how tempting it can be to go with the trend. So, abhi kya hota hai, like, we already have a mobile phone, right? And whenever Apple or Samsung or whoever launches the new phone, we don't even realize, and we fall prey to that scheme of buying new phones. Ki, Are nahi, camera nahi chal raha hai. Are nahi, I have a lot of more work. But if you see deeply, हम अपना mobile phone WhatsApp, phone calls, messaging, YouTube, Facebook. Like, maximum of the people, they use it for the same reasons. Apart from when you are into deep into some field, like where you have to use on day-to-day basis. But like, there are things which you can usually easily avoid, right? हर बार हर रिलीज के साथ फोन चेंज करना जरूरी नहीं है, या लैपटॉप चेंज करना जरूरी नहीं है, या it's not always necessary to have 30 pair of t-shirts or jeans in your closet. I was a clothes holder like anything. Like, I had so many clothes and I just held on to them. मेरे पास मेरे कॉलेज के भी clothes पड़े हुए थे from 2014 and all. So I just couldn't let them go. But last year when I decluttered, right, like, I donated over 150 pieces of clothing. So, and from then I have followed this thing ki I don't really buy unless and until I need it. और उसके लिए क्या है, when you're donating also, don't just donate it to someone कि हाँ डोनेशन के नाम पे जाके कहीं दे देना है. Do a little research. उनको डोनेट कीजिए जिनको जरूरत है उस चीज की, when you know someone will actually use it, right? Because if you just simply donate it will end up as a waste. So I did research. I donated it to two girls who were almost my age, like in their late 20s, and they really needed clothes of that kind. So they're using all of it, things like that. And then another thing which I would like to say is कि as an Indian society में क्या है, and not just Indian society, but if you take it as like worldwide कहीं भी, I've seen कि unless and until you show off in certain areas of your life, you're not considered very successful, yeah, rich, yeah, you're not considered that you're doing well for yourself. Success in our society is defined very differently. So it's not defined as peace of mind and peace of heart. It's defined as how many cars you own, or how many pair of Rolex you have on your hand. So we as youth can change this trend, because we need to be more sustainable and conscious in our ways. If you'll not believe, India may 3 to 5% consumerism every year. It's increasing by 3 to 5%, and the people who are contributing maximum to this is the people who are earning between 5 to 20 lakhs of rupees. So it's basically our own generation, right? So we are contributing the max, because we just fall prey to a lot of things, right? Like, instead of investing money in our own personal development or in our own self, our own healing or our own things, we end up investing money in materialistic things, and we try to derive happiness out of it. So that is something which we can avoid. And if you talk about best practices, what I follow is, like, in clothes, I follow ki when I'm purchasing something new, I make sure that I have something old to give it to someone or to discard. That way, I have to be very conscious. Now I'm not a lot into makeup. I don't really do anything apart from kajal or a lip gloss. So I know if I have to purchase a new kajal, I should be ready to throw away my old one. And that won't happen because I love it. So that's why I end up not purchasing anything. So that is one thing which you can do. And then another strategy is that you can try discarding one thing every day. There's a video on my channel around this as well. Like, you can take up a 30-day challenge. So on one day you discard one item, on second day you discard two items, on third day you discard three items. So by the end of 30 days you would have discarded 400, 500 items. So yeah, these are small things which you can try and incorporate.
Yeah. Okay, so I see somebody has wrote that toy rotation is another interesting concept. So I think that is also a good concept to, whatever toys you have, once
Yeah.
maybe you can always, rotate it to a different person in need. Similarly,
Definitely.
donation, yeah.
And even
Okay.
nowadays, there are a lot of Facebook groups also wherein you can exchange toys. If you don't
Right.
find groups, you can exchange it with your friends and family, right? You will always find people in your circle who are having babies of the same age. So why not exchange toys with them? And even if you cannot do that, also, just keep toys in separate sections and then give it to your baby, once in a while, and then rotate them. So definitely toys are needed for cognitive development in babies and color recognition and a lot of those things. But then, yeah, there are very smart ways of reducing money in that, and following strategizing how you are giving toys to your babies and what kind. So yeah, that's really good if someone wants to follow it.
Right. All right. So now we have Sukanya, who is asking, "Hi, I'm in school and I do a lot of art and craft. How, as a student, I can follow a low waste lifestyle? What do you think are the things that I can avoid in it?"
Definitely. Hi, Sukanya. So, what you can do is basically, I'm not saying that you should give away your passion, okay? If you love doing arts and craft, it's perfectly good and it's a really good hobby. So, what you could do is you can try doing art and craft from the things that are already lying around in your house. Like, a lot of times, like, I do certain things, like, I have an old tin can wherein we get, coconut milk or something like that. You can remove the cover and you can make pen stand out of it, things like that. Or you can use old wood, or you can use old cloth material and things which are already present in your house. First, try to utilize those things. Now obviously you'll have to go ahead and buy a few glitters and pens and things which can't be avoided if you really are passionate about it. But other things, when it comes to following low waste lifestyle as a student, is you can avoid using those use and throw 3 rupee pen which come. You can instead go for refills, or you can go for pilot pen or ink pen, anything which suits you, like, which suits your style of work, or style of writing. But yeah, see, when we use 3 rupees pen, they end up so much quicker, and the entire thing goes into the dustbin. So instead of that, we can always use refills or things like that. And you can also minimize your cupboard, so you don't have to fall prey to the college trend wherein every day, because I've been there not so long ago, where every day we were in the mindset, especially girls, that we have to have 20 pairs of footwear and 100 pairs of t-shirts to change and go every day. Trust me, 4 years down the line, 5 years down the line, none of my friends remember what I wore in college every day, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is what you are as a person, and your own personal health and your own personality that will reflect. So we often fall prey to those things ki are log kya kahenge, and we have to go and go a certain way to college, and we have to I have worn this top once, so I can't rotate it, and I can't I can't repeat it. So just avoid those things, and yeah, you'll be really good to go.
All right. Okay, so next we have Sushmita Rawat asking, how did you start your zero waste journey, low waste journey? And you can also, I would really like if you can explain exactly what low waste lifestyle is, like a low waste journey is, so that people can understand what exactly the term means.
Mm-hmm. Actually, there's no term as such on the internet, but yeah, a lot of people now are following low waste journey, which means you don't necessarily have to go zero waste. Wherein zero waste lifestyle means what? That you don't produce a single, waste which cannot be recycled. Now, if you imagine, it's really hard, right? Right from your TV, sofa to your gadgets, nothing is really zero waste. So people who are actually following zero waste or are promoting zero waste are also not, 100% being able to follow that, because it's not really a concept which can be put into practice so easily. So, how to answer Sushmita's question, how I started was, the first thing that I started was like, I stopped buying plastic toys and plastic jars. That was the first thing that I did for my kitchen and all. Like now, almost more than two shelves is what I've transformed it into completely glass jars. Now that does not mean that I went ahead and threw all my plastic jars. No, because that is another thing कि जो पहले है वो use करो, and only then you switch to more sustainable option. Because see, once you've already bought like I still have this plastic bottle, so I'm not going to throw it away, because anyways it's going to stay in environment for another 50 years. Why not use it for as long as you can and then discard it, right? So that's how I started. I started bringing in sustainable options and avoiding plastic and things which I felt were not really good for the environment. So I started from there. I started with my milk packets, my curd packets. I started washing them and throwing them more in a better way. And yeah, I started minimizing my cupboard, my house space in general. So those were the things where I started. And to say about low waste, now low waste doesn't focus ki you have to go crazy for things that ki abhi to zero waste hi karna hai and ab kuch bhi ho jaye, and I'll go to the farthest way possible, and I'll go out of my way to do all of those things, kyunki ab har insaan ke liye it's not possible. Ab suppose like I follow a lot of people on YouTube or in general also on Instagram and all, who I'm amazed how they follow zero waste lifestyle, but the fact is they are in US, or they have their own farming lands, and they have their own, they can grow their own vegetables, they can grow their own fruits. I can't do that in a 2 BHK apartment which is tiny. I can't really grow my own vegetables because I don't have sunlight. I don't have a space to do that, and I don't have a farming land to do those things. So that is where I started thinking ki it's not, and sometimes it's not possible कि आप हर समय zero waste follow कर सको. That's where low waste comes into picture, so that you're not guilty and you don't leave the journey in between. तो क्या है कि I know I can't purchase, I know I can't grow certain things, so I will end up purchasing. Sometimes I'll get it without plastic. Most of the times I get it without plastic. But like right now, when I order from a big basket, even though they send vegetables in paper bags, but sometimes for potatoes and all, they do send it in a knitted kind of thing that is plastic. So I've made my peace with it. That's what low waste lifestyle is all about. Doing as much as you can from your own end, and that's what we do. Like I don't ask for sugar, I don't take straws, I don't really do all of those things, which has helped me survive so far.
And I think even Upasana is saying that I think our elders have always been subconsciously practicing low waste, using steel dabas, holding bags.
That's so true.
That's
so true.
Yeah.
And also, like when we did not move to urban cities long back, it was a much more traditional and low waste lifestyle, which most of us follow. Oh, it's only now that we've been introduced to different kind of lifestyle, and we are so used to it that we have fallen prey to this.
Yeah. Subodh Sinha is asking, a zero waste lifestyle can be intimidating. How do you recommend people to start?
Yeah. So the first thing first point to start would be, Subodh, uh, to maybe stop, or reduce the amount of online orders that you give on Zomato, Swiggy, or wherever. That was again one of my goals. Because my baby was very small, right? Like when I started, he was hardly 2 3 months, so it was very difficult to cook every time and take care of him and the house. So we ended up ordering a lot more, frequently. But yeah, then that has reduced. Anyways, lockdown has taught us all to be great cooks and everything. But yeah, when you go to cafe coffee day or something, you can politely decline the straw or the sugar, and maybe remind them that, do you have sugar without package? Because if you tell them politely, what it does is it also subconsciously hits other people around you, that, oh yeah, this is plastic, okay, he's doing his bit, maybe we should do ours. So you never know how you might change someone's perspective by just telling it
Right.
to them. You can take your own boxes when you go to restaurants, and ask for the leftover food shamelessly. Like, I don't feel any shame in asking in my own dabbas. People might think I'm cheap or something, but I don't care, because my purpose behind it is very different. So a lot of time we hesitate in doing things because we feel ki, Arey, what will that person think, that I'm so, I can't even afford a packaging charge. No, it's not about 10 15 rupees. It's about the change you're trying to bring. And maybe avoid buying plastic water bottles. Take your own water when you're going out. So
Absolutely, yeah. See, even we as the youth members of WMAS, we have also tried to, promote this and create a new, different campaigns. So technically, straws are something which can be like cut, right? But like straws don't really have a role. But what we did was, because coconut sellers, they always like, they need to have a straw to, give it to a vendor, a seller. So we tried to, go to different uh, coconut walas and just ask them, and we gave out paper straws. Then they took their plastic straws with us, because and we also put up a hoarding there to get your own glasses or get your own stuff, so that you can just take it instead of using or producing waste in general. So I think that is also really important to cut out as much as you can. And I think and if you can't, so you should always have a substitute, a better substitute, a eco-friendly substitute, which is important. We also tried a birth and bank. So birth and bank was exact something that so a few places they have 10 to 15 utensils with them, and every time you have a party and you don't
Mm-hmm.
always have a party, you can always hire it from us or hire it from another person. You can always use it, wash them, and give it back. So there are steel
Yeah,
burtons. I think all these things are really important to put up in our life. So moving on,
definitely.
Upasna is asking that, how has decluttering and minimalism changed your attitude and lifestyle?
Oh, Upasna, I cannot tell you how it has changed. Like, I have no words. It has changed me drastically. Like, I just find so much peace of mind, and I just find that I have so many. I'm not saying that my house is perfectly, spick and spine every time, because with the baby, it really can't be. Even though my OCD gets triggered, I have learned to make my peace with it. But like, I have so many lesser things to do. Decision fatigue has gone a bit farther away, because I don't have to choose from 50 pieces of clothes what to wear and what to do. And then I just feel so good that there's not things lying around me every time. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect minimalist, no, but I am in the process. And every time, like, I do decluttering once in a while, and what it has given me is, it has given me peace of mind. Like, if you see my very first video on YouTube, when I spoke about it, my house was a mess. Like, क्योंकि पहले क्या होता था, I had a lot more time, so I used to fold things and keep it away in the closet hidden, and my house used to be very clean and everything. But धीरे धीरे things started coming out with the baby, and I realized there was so much clutter. It gave me so much of anxiety, panic, and stress I couldn't really believe. So after doing the decluttering and minimalism, I have gotten open to so many new ideas, fresh perspective towards life. I went through my entire depression phase and everything, but I was able to come out of that as well. And a lot of it happened because I loved cleaning during that phase, and just it has changed me a lot as a person. So I really hope it will change you as well if you do give it a try.
Okay, so Pramod Rawat is asking, do you think a zero waste lifestyle is possible for everyone? What should we be striving for?
Okay. So honestly speaking, I should not be the one to comment if it's possible for everyone, because there might be people who would be doing it fantastically, and I'm in no position to tell ki, is it possible or not. But what I feel is a low waste lifestyle or a low waste approach is a more healthier and a more easier approach, which which more people can follow in general, and which is more approachable and easier, because zero waste lifestyle, people find it very expensive and they think that it's very costly or something like that, but it's in fact cheap, a lot less expensive in the long run. And if you follow low waste, you can slowly transition at your own pace. So even one less straw is something less from the ocean and from the world of nature, right? So I just feel that I personally like to follow low waste, because I've tried zero waste and I just went crazy over it, and I just couldn't sleep. I was having so much of anxiety and issues with it. So I feel for your own personal health of your own mind, and for following it for the long term, we should always start with low waste lifestyle, is what I feel.
All right. Okay, so the Sinha is the president of our organization, and she's
Thank
thanking
you.
you. She's saying it was a very informative session by Khushi Pathak. Interesting facts about zero waste and toy rotation concept. We all need to reduce as much waste as possible from our side.
Definitely.
So
Thank you.
I think this is the end of our. Okay, she's also saying great awareness sessions being done by youth member of WR. My best wishes to each member of the team. Okay, so ma'am, if you can tell me that if somebody has a question or if somebody wants to talk to you about, regarding all these things, where can they approach you?
Yeah, definitely. So basically, I am a personal development trainer and coach. I have my website, themindfulabundance.com, wherein I actively talk about depression, mental health, and all of these things. And my YouTube channel, where I talk about conscious minimalism and low waste journey a little bit. So I have been through my own journey of mental health and all of the things associated with that. So that's the platform where you can reach out to me if you need any one-on-one sessions or counseling, because I do counsel. I'm a coach and I'm a certified practitioner, NLP and psychology and all of those things. However, if you really want to reach out to me related to low waste lifestyle, I would be happy to help you with that also. There is a book called tab on my website, themindfulabundance.com. You can book a free consultation call for half an hour. You can also reach out to me on my Instagram, which again goes by the same name, The Mindful Abundance. And you can watch the videos on YouTube, which go by the same name, The Mindful Abundance. So yeah, I would be happy to help in any way I can.
All right. I think there was another question that during ongoing pandemic, it has become very difficult to stick to low waste. What do's and don'ts you recommend to be followed during ongoing pandemic?
Yeah. So yeah, it has become difficult. So first thing is, don't get anxious about it. It's okay. It's a phase. It will pass, and then you can go back to your zero waste or low waste lifestyle that you really want to follow. For some time, it's okay to just give it a rest if you can't really follow it. And the thing that if you can go out and purchase fresh vegetables instead of ordering them, with all the precautions of course, and with the mask and everything, definitely feel free to go outside. If you can't, what I do is I whatever packets I get, right, from the dal or from the milk or anything, you can just store it separately. There are waste management companies that take them and they can, recycle it for you. I do it otherwise also, because I don't believe in zero waste lifestyle. So I definitely, now if you have to order atta, for example, so it comes in a bag. So that plastic, you can't really do anything with it. So what I do is I order in bulk, like, for 1 month or 2 months. So I order, instead of 5 kgs of atta, I order 10 kgs of atta, so that the plastic there is reduced. And instead of, just ordering 2 kgs of dal, I order a 5 kg of packet. Like, it depends on your need of, obviously. But yeah, so that, the plastic there is reduced. And then I clean what you can do is you can clean your plastic covers and the curd packets, and maybe pasta sauce or whatever you're using, you can just rinse the plastic jars. We don't really rinse, right, in general. What people have the tendency to do is, when the jar is over, they just throw it like that in the dustbin. You can give it a quick rinse, so that it will be the people who are trying to recycle it will be able to recycle it much better and in a very proper way. So those are the small steps which you can take during this time especially, and I think it will help you keep a check on your low waste lifestyle.
All right. So I think this was the end, and we don't have any more questions. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a part of this. And I think those answers were really actually very practical to put out in our daily life, rather than just us jumping on a zero waste conclusion. So all of that was really informative, and I think, and I know a lot of people would have learned a lot of things.
I hope so.
Besides that, I would also want everybody to say that if you want to be a part of our youth team or organization to volunteer or give out a campaign, you can always join us or contact us on our Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and you can always come in contact with us. And I think this is the end of our webinar session, webinar week in general. So thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for joining, and we hope to meet you more and learn more things from you.
Sure, it was my pleasure, absolute pleasure. It was there was some lovely bunch of questions. I'm sure they'll go ahead and practice it. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.